This video is not for kids. Go do your homework.
I did it. I got my first Barbie as an adult, and I cannot wait to take her out of the box because this has been such a long time coming. I have been a fan of Barbie my entire life, and it was one of the few dolls I was actually able to get my hands on as a kid. So this is going to be more like a reunion than it is a first time, but in a lot of ways it feels like the first time. So anyway, I am so excited for today's video because I have one of the new Barbie Rewind dolls. I got the 1985 Prom Night Prom Queen, so I can't wait to get her out of the box and show her to you. So yeah, I'm so excited for today's video because today officially marks my first day as a Barbie collector. I am so excited for this new journey because I plan to collect both vintage and new Barbies. I'm just gonna buy whatever I like, and because Barbie's line is so vast and so deep, I know that I can't physically collect everything, so it's going to force me to collect only the things that I truly love, and I think I'm really going to love this doll because I had a hard time deciding which doll I wanted to be my first Barbie because I plan to collect mostly 80s and 90s Barbie, but when I bought my first American Girl doll, it was a little bit bittersweet because the doll that I got was an old vintage one, and I ended up buying the wrong year, and she kind of smelled, and just, you know, you could tell that she had kind of been around the block already. So I knew that for my first Barbie that I wanted one that was going to be brand new from the factory, straight from Mattel. So like no weird smells, no stains or anything, and she'll have always been mine. So yeah, I feel like a Barbie Rewind doll was the perfect choice for my first Barbie as an adult because she has that vintage feel because she is designed to look that way, but she's still going to be a new doll. So I can't wait to get her out of the box. So let's go ahead and do it. So first, before we get started, I'm actually an Amazon affiliate now. So I'm going to put the links to not only this doll, but the entire Barbie Rewind line that's available now down in the comments below. So that way, if you click the link and buy one of these dolls within 24 hours of clicking that link, I will get a commission on that, and that would make me love you forever. But seriously though, that's a great way to support this channel and say thank you for doing all these reviews for free. So one of the first things I actually want to have a look at is the box art because I think it is so beautiful. I think they have done an amazing job of capturing like the vibe of the 80s. And of course, this is so Barbie looking. Obviously, we've got a lot of pink, we got the big blonde hair, and that's kind of what I think of as one of the like most iconic 80s Barbies looks. So I think they've done an absolutely beautiful job on her illustration. I really, really love the illustrations on the box for this doll. And yeah, you can see the other two dolls that are in this wave of Barbie Rewind. I believe this is wave 3. So those two are also available and I plan on getting them. So I'm excited about them too. So yeah, just like the other Barbie Rewind dolls, this has the same type of box where it's meant to sort of mimic a VHS tape, just in like super large form, but it's a very, very cool concept. I absolutely love the packaging for this doll. And I don't plan on being an in-box collector for Barbie because if you don't know already, I collect 18-inch dolls mostly up until now, the American Girl and Pleasant Company line. So that already takes up so much space in my collection already that I just don't have the room for Barbie boxes. So I think this is gonna like free me up to go ahead and just take things out of the box and really enjoy them. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a look at her though. I'm kind of nervous. This is the first time I've seen a Barbie in person in probably 30 years. So this is a big moment for me, by the way. Oh my god, this is so cool. I am almost speechless seeing her in person for the first time. I cannot get over the fact that I finally have a Barbie. She totally has that like 80s and early 90s Barbie feel. She looks exactly like I remember her. Actually, the one difference that I can see is the articulation at her elbows. That's something that I don't remember from the 80s or 90s. But again, I didn't have many Barbies. I only got to play with them here and there. But oh my gosh, she is so cute and I really love her dress and I have got to get her out of the box now. So yeah, interesting story. This Barbie doll actually has this Superstar face mold, and that was actually my holy grail doll as a child, the 1988 Superstar Barbie, and I actually never got her. So I thought like this, oh gosh, I'm already ripping the box. I mean, I said I wasn't going to be an inbox collector, so I shouldn't be precious about this because I plan to have her forever, but still, who wants to rip a box? But anyway, so I was debating whether or not I was going to get a Superstar Barbie for my first Barbie, but when I found out that this specific doll had the Superstar Barbie face mold, and again, I'm a little bit new to Barbie, so forgive me if I get a few of the facts wrong, but I'm learning and I'm going to continue to like get better at, you know, knowing the different parts and the face molds and all that stuff. And I've been doing a lot of research, but so I'm going to try and not have any like incorrect facts in this video. But anyway, they say she has the Superstar face mold, and this looks like the Barbie that I remember wanting from the 1988 Superstar Barbie. So it just seemed like this was the obvious choice for me to get, and I'm really, really glad I did because she is so, so pretty. I'm so excited about this. So yeah, I don't even know if I've ever taken a Barbie out of the box before, because I swear the ones that I got as a child were ones basically like if I'd go over to my babysitter's house and she would have like a gigantic pile of Barbies, I'd be able to play with them there. So I can't remember ever taking a Barbie out of the box, and I'm sure it's different now than it was like, 30 years ago, but there's definitely a lot of like tabs and tape and stuff. So you might have to give me a second to get her out of here. I was hoping to be able to do this without actually ruining the box, but like I said, it's not a huge deal, but I plan to keep the box in storage, so I'm trying not to like completely destroy it. But this is, yeah, like I said, this is my first time trying to get a Barbie out of the box. All right, she's got this, what is this? A certificate of authenticity. This is a black label Barbie, so I don't anticipate that these are going to hold value or anything. I think if anything, they'll probably go down in value, just because I believe black label, they just make however many they feel like. Or maybe there's a specific number that they like will make, but it's in the like multiple thousands. So yeah, I don't anticipate her being like a huge collector thing, but it's so fun to have like a 1980s inspired Barbie, especially one that's like she doesn't smell like anything, which is so new for me because I collect so many vintage dolls. Usually they smell crazy. I cannot believe how many tabs are on this box though. I feel like I'm never gonna get her out of here. Okay, note to self, I'm gonna do this off camera next time because, oh my gosh. I'm sure if any of you are like hardcore Barbie collectors, you're probably like laughing at me right now because this is probably easier than I'm making it look. I am legit about to break a sweat doing this, oh my gosh. Yeah, now I see why people unbox Barbies off camera, because this, I think, is going to take all afternoon. All right, her hands are out. All right, she's almost free. All right, she's finally out of the box. I think she needs a little bit more work to get all these tabs off of her, though. Oh my gosh. I bet you they didn't do this much back in the day. I don't know why. Like, if I have a vague recollection of them being in a box, I swear they were just held in by, like, a couple of twist ties, but this is, like, NASA level engineering, like holding these dolls in the box. We got clear tabs and what look like hair ties. Try not to rip her hand off. Take her little foot shackles off. I think I'm gonna have to take her shoes off to get this thing off her feet. All right, got that off. I actually think I'm gonna leave the clear plastic ties to keep her shoes on because I can just foresee them falling off throughout the entire video. So we'll leave those strapped on. Okay, I'll get this waistband off. All right, the waistband's off. And now we've got, am I gonna need scissors for this? I'm gonna need scissors for this. Hold please. I was like, oh, we'll do a quick Barbie unboxing video today. And here I am like 20 minutes in, like I can't even get all the plastic off of her. I mean, when they say life in plastic, they ain't joking. Cut these garment tag things off her head. That's gonna be interesting later. Okay, that was legit the most difficult thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. All right, there's some other clear thing on her collarbone. I'm not even sure what it's doing, but I'm gonna leave it there because I'm scared if I take it off, her head's gonna fall off. But anyway, we've got her out of the box finally, and she is so cute. And because I'm an 18-inch doll collector, she's so tiny compared to what I'm used to for dolls, but oh my gosh, I really, really love her. But yeah, like I said, she's got that quintessential 80s look to her. I mean, her hair definitely needs a little bit of work, but I mean, didn't everybody's in the 80s? This articulation is actually really cool. So yeah, let's have a look up close at her face. I'm gonna duck out of the camera so it'll focus on her. So yeah, she's got the Superstar face mold, which I think is such a pretty and classic face mold for a Barbie. I love her face paint, the way they painted her eyes and her lips and everything. To me, that again is just quintessential Barbie as I remember her. I really love the red lip, and her eyes have that like ocean blue color, and and she's got, looks like pink eyeshadow on. I'm getting old, I can't see things in detail like I used to be able to, but yeah, I really, really like her face. And she's got super thick eyebrows too, which I think really works for a 1985 doll. And yeah, she's articulated, and even though I'm not a super expert on Barbie yet, I can see that she's got what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, would that be 9 points of articulation? That's what I'm picking up on anyway. So she doesn't have articulation at the knees, but she does have those like clicky, oh my gosh, the clicky knees that they had back in the day, which I actually remember these. And I don't know if I'm the only person that like kind of doesn't like these, but I don't know. It's like a bones breaking or something. So I don't know. I probably will not be doing this a lot. I don't know. That just kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies to do that. But super cool. She has really nice legs. I will give her that. So yeah, she's in like this creepy Tim Burton pose. Hang on, let me see if I can get her looking a little bit cuter. She's all like, yeah, oh my gosh, I really, really love her. Again, she kind of reminds me of Drew Barrymore in Never Been Kissed. Was it Josie Grossi? When that in that scene where she's all getting ready to go to the prom with a popular guy, and then they all drive by her house and throw eggs at her. Like that is such a heartbreaking part of that movie, and it like really like got under my skin when I watched it the first time. But this dress really does remind me of that, and it's just again, this looks like a super iconic 1980s prom. Would you call? I don't even think I would call this a gown. Just like a 1980s prom dress. I really, really love the fabric that they chose to use for this dress. It's sort of like a holographic, glittery kind of look. Let me see if I can get up close here so you can have a better look at it. But yeah, it's just got a really kind of sparkly look. And I think it just, you know, that's what I think of Barbie. I think of everything being like really bright and colorful and fun, especially in the 80s. So again, yeah, this to me hits pretty much every check mark of what a 1980s Barbie should be. With this little peplum skirt. I don't know fabric super well. This was something like an organza, or I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I also really love her tights. She's got like these fishnet stockings on, which I think, again, they look really great, especially from a distance. They kind of lighten her legs up a little bit. I think that was a really, really nice touch. I think they look great on her. And these tiny little pumps, again, something that I can remember very clearly having Barbies when I was younger, or like playing with them, is these tiny little pumps, like just like single piece, like injection molded plastic. I think they're so cute. I also really love her jewelry. She's got, let's see, she's got I was gonna call this a bangle, but I bet you they mean it to be like a corsage, again, because she's going to the prom. Let's see if we can see. Focus. So she's got a little like lilac colored corsage. My favorite piece of jewelry she has actually is this heart-shaped ring. Let's see if we can see here. These things are so, so tiny. I can't get over how tiny Barbie stuff is because, you know, I guess she's 1/6 scale and I'm used to 1/3 scale. So everything seems like particularly small to me, but I really, really love it. And again, the earrings, they are like tiny little roses. Hang on, she's got a shadow. So yeah, she's got pierced ears and little plastic injection molded earrings. Super duper cute. I can feel here, this is a new thing for me actually, is saran hair. All the dolls I have up to now have Kanekalon hair. So this will be really interesting to kind of try and work with because she's very clearly having a bad hair day from being inside the box. But I think from what I understand, this is very common with Barbies, just like the way they package them and everything. So I'm actually not surprised to see her hair look like this, but I actually might try and spend some time, see if I can like zhuzh this up a little bit because, you know, I don't know that I would want to leave her like this, but I will say she looks good from the front. So it's not a huge deal that her, the back of her hair is flat like this. And I think Mattel understands that, but just about everybody buying these dolls is going to be displaying them. I bet you it's more adults buying these than more adults buying these for themselves than buying them for children. So yeah, this will be a really interesting thing for me to kind of get to know as saran hair. And I can tell that this actually has product in it, kind of holding the curl in as well. So I think that's going to be an interesting journey for me to like have a new type of hair to play with. So I'm excited about that. She got a little blue rubber band like holding her ponytail in, which I really like. I've heard some people say that they really don't like that the blue because they don't like the blue because it seems so random. But to me, it kind of matches her eyes and I kind of like it. I mean, you know, they could have done a pink and it would have been fine, but I think that like little pop of blue actually looks pretty good. So yeah, now let's hop over to the accessories and kind of see what came in the box, and hopefully they won't take me as long to get out as the actual doll. The first thing I wanted to talk about actually is this hairbrush, because this is how I remember Barbie hairbrushes looking. So I'm guessing that this is an original design. It maybe has been adapted a little bit for a modern doll, but this is exactly what I remember a Barbie brush looking like. So this is very, very exciting to me to see in person again. I don't know that I'll be using this to brush her hair, but I'm really happy to have it as an accessory. I think this is so cool. The first thing I took out of her accessory pack is actually this teeny tiny little tiara. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on her head because, you know, she's prom queen. She's gotta have a tiara. Is it a tiara or a crown that the prom queen gets? I have no idea. I was not one of the popular kids. So yeah, we'll put that on her head. So yeah, she's got this mask that was included with her. And again, I haven't seen one of these associated with prom before. Maybe it was an 80s thing. My prom was in the 2000s, so I'm a little bit younger than this Barbie would be. I would say my one note for these is I wish they would have done these in sort of like a glittery plastic rather than just this. It maybe has a slight pearlescent finish to it, but if you can see here, it's not super shiny. It's very matte gold, and I think had they done sort of like a glittery injection plastic with this, I think that would have looked a lot better. I think the sparkle would have added just that extra pop. But these are cool accessories, but again, not the main reason I bought this doll. I'll probably leave the crown on her, but I don't even know if I'll display this. Try and fix her little arm here. Another piece she has is this really cute little. It's funny, I don't even want to put her down to show the accessories. I'm so excited to finally have a Barbie. But anyway, she's got this really cute, tiny little purse, and it's in this like magenta, hot pink color. And I think this is probably the color. If you said Barbie pink, most people think of this color when they say Barbie pink. And yeah, this is just like a really cute little purse for her to carry to prom. There you go, a great place to store your morning after pills. All right, and as usual with most dolls, she can't actually hold the purse, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like sling it around her wrist or whatever, but I'll figure that out later. One thing I will quickly say, if you're planning on buying this doll and taking her out of the box to enjoy her and then putting her back in the box to display her, that might be kind of difficult to do because I have absolutely obliterated this box trying to get all this stuff out of here. So just know that if you take her out of the box, it's going to be hard to put her back in and make her look new again. I am wondering if Mattel made these thinking most collectors would just leave these in the box. So they maybe didn't think too hard about how people would get these out and keep things intact. But yeah, I would make a guess that they might assume that not many people are taking these out, but I plan on enjoying my Barbie, so she's coming out of the box. And so yeah, anyway, another one of the things she has in her accessory set is this cute little Polaroid camera, and it's got actually a little hinged flash on it that can, you can open it and close it, which I think is a really cute detail. I'll give you an up close look here. But yeah, it's very cute. And of course, who didn't have a Polaroid camera in the 80s? And it actually came with this tiny little picture of her. Let's see, she's got her flower bouquet, and I think she's got her crown on. So this must be the moment that she won Prom Queen. Let's see if we can see. But yeah, I love this detail. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Jawbreaker with Rose McGowan, but it is one of my all-time favorite movies. And this reminds me of that scene at the end. I don't want to make any spoilers for the movie if you haven't seen it, because I really think you should watch it if you haven't seen it. But there's a part at the end where they take a photo of Rose McGowan with a Polaroid. And again, that's not a spoiler or anything, but it's just that is a very iconic scene in the movie. And I think this is a fun detail to have because it reminds me of that. And the last accessory in this set is actually one that I think has been kind of controversial. I don't think many people like this, but truth be told, I really love this. And I think it's my favorite accessory in this whole set, other than the brush, is this bouquet of flowers. Most people are complaining, I think, because they think that it's sort of like cheap or whatever. And again, it is just like a single piece injected molded piece of plastic. But to me, this looks like how I remember a lot of toys and accessories looking in the 80s and 90s. So it's not a big deal to me that this isn't like a beautiful, big, full bouquet of artificial flowers that is very realistic. To me, this is kind of what's fun about this line, is being able to take things and kind of have a throwback and remember the way they were. And to me, I remember toys that had this kind of aesthetic to it, where it's just like a single piece of plastic, very flat, and just, the plastic was one piece of color, and then it had just like another single, like one or two colors printed on it. So to me, this is a very nostalgic piece, and it's actually, like I said, I think other than the brush, my favorite accessory for this doll. So I plan to display her with it. So yeah, let's have a look at her holding it. So yeah, I'm new to Barbie, so it's going to take me some time to figure out how to display them and pose them. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a learning curve here, because I don't know how to make her not look like a robot if it's possible. But again, to me, I want to figure out how to get this bouquet in her hands for display, because to me, this looks so 80s to me. I'm surprised that people don't like this. And again, I think it's more of a perceived issue of quality. But to me, I don't know. This looks like Barbie to me, and I'm really happy with this piece. All right, and the final accessory of this set is one that I think most people would probably pick as their favorite, and it's the stand that comes with the doll that I think is so cool because they made it look like a cassette tape, which that is totally genius. It actually looks like it's a one-to-one scale for an actual cassette tape. This is how big I remember them actually being, so that's like an extra cool detail for this. But yeah, it's got sort of like a clear backing on it, and you just pop it in here, I guess. Oh my god, I am such a newbie. But okay, I got it in there. Yeah, that is super cool looking. And I guess I'm missing a piece in here. I think there's something that's supposed to go around her waist. Let me see if I can find it in all of this clear plastic that's all over the place. Found it. So yeah, I think this just goes on here. And it looks like it can slide up and down maybe. Let's see if it can. Oh yeah, this is really cool. I actually love this for a doll stand. You can kind of slide this up or down depending on where you want to put it on her waist. So I think that's a really cool feature actually, because that will help you hide it when you have her on display. But yeah, let me see if I can get her on it. And there she is on her stand. Oh my god, she looks so cute. I love the color that they chose for this cassette tape as well, because I know it can kind of be tempting to make everything just pink on pink on pink on pink, but having these like subtle shifts in color like this, like it's kind of like a lavender color for the cassette tape. We got a little bit of blue here and in her eyes. You know, I think these purples and blues, just like small little touches, kind of help bring this whole thing to life and make her more dynamic. And so I really think this is such an awesome doll. I cannot be more happy that I bought her. I think she was a really good choice for my first Barbie doll as an adult. I'm really happy. So yeah, I think she is going to be the first of very many Barbie dolls that are going to find their way into my life at this point. So yeah, get ready, buckle up. More Barbies are already on the way actually, so shh. But yeah, I think if you're somebody that remembers the 80s and you're a doll collector, I think this is such a good Barbie to buy if you're thinking about getting her. To me, she just brings back all the feels of the 1980s. And it's really got me excited about getting more Barbies, because I wasn't totally sure that I was going to get Barbies in the first place. But now that I've got one in my hands, I'm addicted and I need like all of them right now. So if you have any questions about this doll, be sure to leave a comment below. I am more than happy to, fill in any of the blanks if I missed anything in this review today. And yeah, if you're going to buy her, I would love it if you would use the Amazon link in the description of this video, because like I said, I'll get a commission and it's one of the ways that helps support my channel so that I can keep making doll videos. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, especially if you found me through Barbie, because there's going to be a lot more Barbie content. Vintage Barbie, new Barbie, we're going to do reviews, unboxings, and all of that stuff. So I would love it if you would join me for the ride. But until next time, please take care of yourself and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.